Hello, everybody, and welcome to Movie Guys Podcast presents our review of Sausage Party. I hope you guys get your fill because I'm going to get my fill. The reason why I said that's because it was a poster. I'll talk about that later. This is Jordan. I'm along with Eric and Ed. How you guys doing tonight?
Just the tips.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Wait,
Yes,
does the poster really say "get your fill"?
Go on Wikipedia right now, type in Sausage Party, and the sausage is in between the buns and says, get your fill.
Oh, okay. I have seen that poster. The one that I see, the
Mhm.
one that everyone sees, is the kind of the play on the erect sausage, and it says "a hero will rise."
Yes, my favorite poster was I went to quick story. This is one of my top 10 greatest movie theater experiences of all time so far in my life. My brother, his wife, and my wife and I, we go at a 10:30 p.m. showing, the last show of the night. And there's a couple of families there. Like there's like 5, 6 years olds. So I'm watching them outside of the theater and talking to my brother like, oh my God, this is not going to happen. And the posters for this
Yeah.
is amazing. There was a gigantic poster. You know how they advertise. It's a huge poster in the middle of the theater with the female taco, and it says she likes beef or fish.
Oh.
And my brother and I get the metaphor, and we're laughing our asses off. And there's little kids to this. Just so you know, within the first 15 minutes of the movie, those families took their kids and left. But
Well, they were
yeah.
obviously terrible parents. The first 5 minutes of this movie is a giant song about racism.
Yeah, that was hilarious too. That was, and even the
So,
callback to that was pretty funny too.
hmm But no, it was ridiculous. I mean, guys, the reason why this was so much fun, I watched the audience more than I actually watched the flick. I mean, it was people were throwing popcorn at the screen because they were laughing hysterically. One girl literally behind me said, "I gotta go to the bathroom. I just peed myself," and she was with her other girlfriends. I mean, you just can't make this shit up. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. So yeah, but I actually will say this though. This is going to be a very hard movie for me to review because this movie I think is very important, but I don't know if I actually like the flick. So I guess that's something we're going to talk about.
Yeah. We'll definitely talk about it. I mean, it's got a lot of good reviews. I mean, but I think again, going into it, you already know what it's about. Well, at least I hope you do. Like, obviously, those parents probably did.
No, they
But
didn't.
I mean, with when you hear a movie with these names attached, you kind of know what you're getting into. No matter what like the subject material is, you just kind of know it's gonna more likely going to be a stoner comedy.
Oh, well, not to this extent. And I kind of want to hold off what I mean at towards the later on in the show. But yes, I
They
agree with
smoke
you.
weed out of a kazoo.
Yeah.
Woo!
Which I mean, I'm getting inspired to be honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to give that a try.
Well, I'll go ahead and share my opinion right now. This is why I wanted to wait for all three of us to talk about this because you two may think I'm absolutely batshit insane. My brother thinks I'm batshit insane. I think for the year of 2016, this is the most important movie of the year. I really feel that way, and I will explain why. I know this is funny, but it's actually kind of serious for me. This is the second hard, raunchy, very adult rated R movie that has killed it at the box office and has killed it at critics' reviews. This has never happened in our lifetime, guys.
Right?
Ever.
Are you referring to the first one being Deadpool or?
Absolutely. This movie has racism because the sauerkraut hates Jews. Uh, we got food that's smoking pot. And to spoil it, there is a food orgy.
It was so fucking funny. This food orgy.
It it was incredibly like well, I don't know. I'm not gonna say racist. Well, it played to it. I mean, like obviously the bagel was Jewish, the falafel was Middle Eastern. You know,
Uh-huh.
the the bottle of fire water was Native American.
Yes.
That was pretty funny too.
Yes.
The taco
And
Mexican. You know, it's like it plays to to the regional foods.
and this movie was only made for 19 million and I checked it out yesterday. I don't know if it's changed or not today. but it's already grossed almost $40 million.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know that's not Deadpool money, but it's like, oh my God, that's why this movie is so important. Everybody needs to see this because they get away with so much shit because it's food. Guys, seriously, inside of a movie theater, there's a huge poster with a taco that says she prefers beef or fish. How are they getting away with
Isn't that
this?
kind of fucked up? Like, if it's a cartoon, they get to get away with it. But if it was live
Yes.
action, they would get in trouble, like a shit for it, you know? But,
Absolutely.
What's kind of funny about it is I watched an interview with Seth Rogen on the TV show on HBO any given Wednesday.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And his interview, he basically said that, anytime you make a movie like this, there's some negotiating involved with the studios. Like, you introduce what you think, is going to be the least they'll take or the most amount they'll take in terms of like raunchiness. And so he goes in like with the incredibly what he called low ball offer. They cut maybe 40 seconds out of the movie, he said. And Sony was like, all right, that works for me. We're good. We'll take it.
yeah.
So this movie, they didn't cut anything out. This is
No.
exactly what they wanted to do.
And yes, and that's why I made the statement about this is so important, and for the first time ever in our lifetime, this is happening because this is a movie revolution. I feel like that. I'm not trying to be so philosophical on it, guys, but hear me out on this. And to the fans, I know I'm sounding like I'm insane, but the fans are sick and tired of every single movie trying to be Dark Knight. We don't want gritty all the time. We don't want real all the time. I'm going to spend $10 or more. I want to be fucking entertained. I'm tired of this, oh, I'm depressed bullshit. Like we don't want that anymore.
No,
And
I'd say time out. I hate to interrupt you, but I think it's people don't want a PG-13 movie because people are so desensitized at all ages by the internet nowadays. It's tough to be a parent. I wouldn't know, but I do know that if I was, in fifth grade with the internet the way it is now and the way that smartphones and everything the way they are now, I would be running a fucking muck online, and I would be, be desensitized by all this. And I think that we're just tired of a PG-13 movie. Swearing is
you don't
funny. This movie,
really.
rated R movie, is funny. Like even when you hear it in the first part when they start, singing with like, oh fuck yeah,
Yeah.
oh when you hear like the little thing of mustard, just go oh fuck yeah, like that's hilarious, Instead of him going oh yeah I got picked. No, what's funnier? Yeah I got picked or yeah fuck yeah I got picked. Like swearing is it adds to it. It adds depth. It adds expression to it. And
And
yeah, they're
I
not bad
agree with
words
you. I mean,
anymore.
like this. That being said, this is nowhere near a kids movie. It's not safe for children. So the idea of it being like a cartoon, I agree with you that us as adults wanted a comedy that's non PG-13. Like we were talking about Suicide Squad last time. If that movie were non PG-13, wasn't trying to appeal to a mass audience, it would have been so much better, most likely. And Seth Rogen basically just had his run of what he wanted to do. He smoked weed with his buddies and made the dirtiest movie possible about food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I mean, if this movie were PG-13, I wouldn't have seen it. We wouldn't have even bothered talking about it, and I would have fought the two of you tooth and nail about going to see it.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
So
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I'll 100% agree. But can I please add my favorite part of the whole movie, my favorite joke?
Sure.
It's the peanut butter with the jelly. Oh God!
That was
I'm gonna
hilarious.
fix you. I'm gonna fix you. It's hilarious.
So there's a lot of funny shit that happened in the movie. Like I mean, a lot of funny
Well, yeah,
shit.
okay,
A lot
yeah.
of funny moments. I think I went to go see it in kind of a, well, I guess I don't know. It's a mixed theater. I know this very well just because given the region that I'm in, it's mixed. Mixed, I mean racist. It's a very black and white movie theater, and so there were a few parts that were for the whites, a few people that were for the black people, and more namely Mr. Grits when he was fucking the box of crackers.
Right, right. And he kept on
I
calling
busted
him
up laughing.
crackers, which we know what
Get
that
your
meant.
fucking cracker, like hilarious. Because as he's doing it, and he's really giving it to that box of crackers too, and the little
Yes, he
crackers that are
is.
falling out too. But I mean, obviously in the theaters, some people laughed a little bit harder than others. But laugh out loud fucking moment, I thought was hilarious.
My personal favorite joke, other than I mean, there were two. Number one, the movie itself having the fact that the antagonist was literally a douchebag.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that was hilarious. But my favorite one-liner joke was at the end during the like when they were killing all the humans, and
Yeah.
there was some blood on the floor, and a tampon stepped in the blood on the floor, and like she saw all the blood, the tampon did, and it said "ew." It stepped in the blood and it got all soaked up, and it like hulked up. It's like yeah, like that was disgusting, but
Yeah.
it was fucking hilarious.
A
It
lot of the
was
shit
hilarious.
was great, but you know what? After a while, because it started off like you're into it. You're like, okay, I get it. This is pretty funny. Let's keep on going. And then uh, the more and more it gets, the more you're just like, okay, this is like getting to be like I knew the movie was already ridiculous, but now it's just like, okay, this is fucking ridiculous. Okay, this is really fucking ridiculous. Okay, this is like just dumb, stupid, ridiculous. Like it keeps on going
Yeah.
up the level of ridiculousness. And yeah, why
Yeah.
not? But you know, like where else would you take it? Like, I feel like when they were writing it, of course, probably all stoned is you know, like fuck a guy stoned. But
Nice. Nice.
I feel like
Nice.
they're just like, fuck it, let's just I don't know, let's make them kill humans. Let's make them just like I don't know, you know, let's so that when you smoke bath salts, that you can talk to the food. And it's like, I
and
don't know how we gonna end it. I don't know. Let's have them go into a portal. Yeah.
and they go into Stargate.
Yeah. Well, actually, since you guys have brought that up, let's talk about that for a second. And for the fans that are listening, if you have not seen this movie yet, this is a different movie than what I thought I was going to get. And the quick little synopsis, since you guys are bringing this up, is we got Frank, and who's Kristen Wiig's character? What's her name? The bun, the hot dog bun.
Betty, is that
Yeah.
what her name is? Or
No,
something?
it's what's oh my god, it's something Bunsen.
Not Bunsen, but okay. Anyway, Bunsen.
Well,
Bunsen.
let me bring up the full cast list right now. But isn't it like Betty?
But
Something?
anyway, Betty, I think is her name. But so you get Frank, who's a hot dog,
Brenda.
and hit Brenda. You get Frank, who's a hot dog, and then you get Brenda, who is the hot dog bun, and they're both in packages with other of their friends of the hot dogs and whatever. Anywho, their whole purpose in life is to get chosen so they can go into the great beyond, so that he can put himself inside of her buns,
Yeah.
and they think that being chosen is the greatest thing in the world, but turns to find out is that humans are eating them, therefore killing them. And then that's where I thought the movie was going to be. I thought it was going to be uber violent and just humans eating people. But where the movie changed for me was the fat guy, the stoner guy who takes the bath salts, right? They
Yeah.
chop off his head. They chop off his fucking head. This is not, because I literally thought this movie was going to go, okay, food's getting killed. They're gonna meet a guy who can talk to food, and he's going to be a food advocate, and it's going to be a joke on Pixar. That was the complete opposite of what we got.
Yeah. I
Pause
did.
for 1 second. Did you notice the Dixar bumper
Yes.
sticker on the
Yeah.
truck?
I did.
I did not expect. Yeah, the murder spree to happen at the end.
No, I mean, my fucking God. But my brother laughed out loud when the guy who works at the grocery store, it was in the beginning of the film, he's walking by and he's just like, oh, I hate my fucking job. And,
Yeah.
and my brother looks at me and goes, we've all done that. And it's just
Apparently
scream.
that was Paul Rudd.
That was Paul Rudd?
Yeah.
See, I was funny. Edward Norton was the Jew. He is
Yeah.
far from Jew.
I mean, but everyone can do a Jew voice. It's like, you know, there are certain default like accents that you can do that people just can, you know, you can do. Everyone can do a gay accent. Everyone can do.
I can't do a Jew. All I can say is Meshuggah nuts.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
I guess so. I guess so.
Jew's more of just like just nasally, and you just gotta be unsure. That's it. Just be nasally and
I'm
unsure.
back.
Just you know.
No, I mean like Nazi sauerkraut. I mean, come on.
That was pretty funny.
I mean, but also I like the fact that they tried to do something different in this movie too. Is they tried to get actually philosophical, which I thought was interesting because they're like, wait a minute. So if we just all got along and had a big orgy, then everybody would be happy,
Right?
right?
Well,
I
I
mean,
think it was more so that they're just kind of accepting, just like, well, this is the way the real world is, and they're pretty much, I would say, more like a Sodom and Gomorrah type thing. They threw religion out of the fucking window, and they're just like, yeah, let's just start fucking.
yeah, let's just start. I mean, like some of the stuff that they were doing was blowing my mind with that orgy. It's just,
Give you some
I mean,
ideas there, Jordan. I mean,
I didn't know some of those positions was possible, but
baby
I
number
thought, what?
two is shortly coming.
I gotta get my
When the
boy.
taco shell puts the sausage on as a strap on, and then fucks the falafel and the bagel and the bun.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that happened.
It
Hey,
happens.
Ed, do me a favor. Say that sentence one more time, please.
When the taco shell puts
Uh-huh.
the sausage on as a strap on and
Yeah.
fucks the falafel and the bagel and the hot dog bun all at once.
Yeah.
Ed, how old are you?
I'm 28.
So when you're 90 years old on your deathbed, you will know that you have said that sentence at one point in your life. Congratulations.
I mean-
Because I watched this fucking movie.
That's what everyone's talking about is the orgy scene at the end, because that's like where it's just like, well, again, I think the writers are just like, well, what do we do now? I don't know. How about we all make them fuck? How about just
Yeah.
we all right, guys, we gotta fill 10 minutes. We gotta fill 5 minutes. I mean, what are we gonna do? It's just like, oh, let's have them fuck. It just seems like something like totally like just potheads would just be around and be like, yeah, I'm kind of horny right now. Let's just make them all everything. No, I mean everything. I want everything to start fucking.
I love the Fireball liquor. Him being he'd been the chief, and I also like how they stole from The Simpsons, but it was still funny when the chief goes, "Hey, how are ya? Hey, how are? Hey, how are ya?" I mean, that was great, and he's telling Frank the truth that the Great Beyond is a sham. Since their liquor, they don't expire, so they've been here since the quote unquote dawn of time. And when people got chosen, they were afraid to, I'm sorry, when food got chosen, they were afraid to. So they made up this stupid lie to make people happy. And I'm like, wow, so that's what the Bible is. That's what this movie's saying. But no.
I mean,
it's not.
there was a lot of religious undertones, or
Mhm.
overtones, I should say, really, in the entire movie. And again, it's a good way of doing it, just because it's a cartoon, and people seem to be a lot more lax on a cartoon, and you can just kind of suit or say or do whatever you want in a cartoon. Goes to show you, obviously, in an orgy that we saw, or a lot of the religious parts of what they're trying to lie about, and the song that they sung, and people were just like, well, I'm
Yeah,
happy with the other way. Like, if we're gonna die, I'd rather be happy knowing that, or I'd rather be happy with this lie than the truth.
absolutely. I know, I agree with you. Do you guys both like the original Toy Story flick?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who the
absolutely.
hell doesn't?
Well, you know the scene when they're in Sid's backyard and all the toys that have been destroyed and blow up come back like zombified and kind of creepy. You know
Oh
what I'm talking
yeah.
about? How creepy that was. I think that's the one thing this movie was missing was when he was climbing up through the frozen fish section. I think some fish needed to come back and saying "help me" or whatever to make it like really creepy and fun, because there's no seafood in this at all, and I thought that'd
I
be kind of fun.
and again, it's just like you think to yourself, because there's a lot of questions that I had too, and it's like, what the fuck am I doing questioning this movie? Like who cares? Like, again, everything that was in the movie, like, why? Because you had other objects that were not food that were talking. A talking condom, a talking douche.
Oh my God, the condom! Thank you for bringing. I'm not trying to interrupt you,
No, no,
but
no, it's fine. But you had all these, but you didn't have, like, in the kitchen section, you didn't have, like, talking knives or talking appliances or anything else. So you had these two objects, or the tampon, right?
yeah,
So you had, like,
yeah,
these three things that are clearly not food items, but they're still alive, but some other things aren't. So, like, what's the limitation? But again, as I'm asking this, I'm like, who the fuck cares? Like, did you see this movie? Like, why would it matter? Like,
yeah.
just roll with it. There's a purpose for this movie, and that's just to be kind of dumb and stupid and, like, get a laugh out of it. Stoner
Oh, yeah,
comedy.
absolutely. No, yeah, which is hard for me to do sometimes, and that's why I said earlier if I like this movie or not, because we are reviewers, and that's what we do. We pick apart. But do you guys remember the fucking joke the condom said? Because I was laughing so hard when I
Oh
saw
my
the
God,
condom
yes.
had cum in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god. And I just crap. I didn't even hear what the fucker said, but I'm sure it was pathetic and miserable. Do you guys remember what he said?
He said something along the lines of, "As I told him not to do it, but they stuck it in me and they
Yeah.
stretched me out and they put me in dark places." And then and then he finished, and then something about, and then he spit in me or something. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. It was something like
Okay.
that. It was
And
obviously what you think it would be.
and also the toilet paper. You don't know what the fuck he did.
That was funny. Oh my god.
Something like,
Okay, so on that toilet paper part, when it was the paper that kind of was walking on the floor and then walked back, did you see the dead roll that was on
yes.
Yeah,
I saw-
yeah.
the lifeless roll with his arms and legs just hanging down, just lifeless? That was hilarious.
Yeah, limp is all shit. One of my favorite jokes too is that the guys pass out from bath salts, and who was the actor that played the short Frank, the guy that was becoming the hero?
Barry,
Barry, yeah. Did anybody
Michael
know who it
Cera.
was? Michael
Yeah.
Cera. One of my favorite jokes was that this mythical being shows up. You think it's something awesome, and all of a sudden he goes gum. And this
Yeah.
is a big chew of gum, and it's oh my god, that's amazing. And then they T2'd him later in the flick, which was even great.
Yeah,
Love
that
the
was
fact that they
good.
T2'd him.
And they even play the song when they
Yeah.
shoot him in the head.
Bum, 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 bum. I love that Barry gets the idea to soak toothpicks full of bath salts and shoot it at him.
Right.
That's like, can that happen? Is that a thing? I don't know.
That was a very low dose, so I wouldn't think so. But again, don't question it. Like,
Okay.
Go-
all
go
right,
on.
Yeah,
fuck it.
he was a hot dog shooting an arrow full of liquid bath
yeah,
salts.
it might work if you're a Mogwai in Gremlins, but it's not gonna
Okay.
work.
Mm.
Yeah, but again,
All right. Fair enough.
don't
Fair enough.
question the movie.
Okay, I can't question the movie. I can't question the movie. Shit. I did like. Okay. One thing that I did think that should have been changed, and I guess this is me questioning, but when they were going to the party, that was all the booze that was partying, right? Was that all the liquor
Yeah.
that was partying? I wonder why the other food never decided to join them. Like I thought they'd be like, like that'd be
Again,
like a huge party.
You see, like
That'd be
there's
kinda
so
fun.
many questions where because I mean, again, there's that part when Barry and Troy, I guess is that what it was, the other sausage, when they first got taken home and they were on the windowsill and they're about to jump off, and the lady
Yeah.
Camille Toe, I think is what the character's name is.
Yeah, it
Her name is Camille Toe.
Yeah,
Camille Toe.
that's what I'm seeing in
That
the
is
credits.
That is
When
brilliant.
she takes the knife and she pokes one of the sausages, like, would you if you guys are just like coming home from grocery shopping, and you're starting to cook or something like that, and all of a sudden you just look up in your windowsill and you see two Franks just kind of stand up on the windowsill, are you just gonna take a knife and poke at it and then cut it up? No, like I'd be like,
No,
what?
you're gonna grab it. You're gonna grab it, right?
I'd be like, what the
So,
fuck are you doing on the windowsill? How'd you get there? Like.
Mhm.
yeah.
But again,
30.
don't question any parts of when, where, what, why, and how in this movie. Just go along with the
They're,
jokes, go along with the humor, and that's it.
they're eating children. Fucking children. Oh my god. Oh shit.
By the way, James Franco played the druggie.
Yeah.
Oh, did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
No.
Well, it's a Seth Rogen movie, so James Franco and him are best buds.
Yeah, he got everybody here. They got a. I'm looking at the cast right now, and it's just like,
Selma Hayek was the lesbian taco.
yeah.
Okay,
Bill
Selma Hayek as the taco was
Bill Hader
awesome.
was Firewater, Tequila, and El Guaco.
Yeah.
El Guaco.
Danny McBride was the honey mustard who came back from the great beyond.
Don't fucking touch
Craig
me.
Craig Robinson was Grits, which is fucking hilarious.
Oh, he would be
I think Grits was my favorite character. I
Yeah,
think Grits was my favorite
Grits
character.
is really good. Well, it goes to show again, like cute characters that are like dirty and vulgar and all this shit are fucking funny. Even the little Twinkie, little twink, little thing. That was.
Oh yeah, who the hell was that? Who played that guy?
It says here Scott Underwood. It's the same guy who did the gum as well.
Oh.
But oh shit, looks like he's. So he's been involved with a lot of stuff, like a lot of kids movies. Which, speaking of too, like you guys read this? Like, there's a mix between like Seth Rogen and his crew, and then like a bunch of people who pretty much have done like kids movies and TV shows. So like that guy who was Scott Underwood was like involved in like Adventures of Grim and Mandy, is that what it was? And like Ed, Edd and Eddy. The director had directed like a bunch of Thomas the Train Engine.
Really?
Well, I wonder if he didn't get his buddies and then just hired a bunch of voice actors, and most kids' shows and movies are cartoons, so they're
Yeah.
just voice actors.
Here, look at his credentials. Like the director of this movie, Greg Tiernan, has done like over like 30 Thomas and Friends. This is
That's
his actually. As I'm looking at his credentials. Oh no, he's got two other ones, which were Disney's animated storybook, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, video game, and Heroes of the Rails. But other than that, it was just Thomas for like, it looks like
He's
5 or
done
6
nothing but
years,
Thomas the Train movies.
and then Sausage Party.
Wow.
And the other guy who's listed as the director, he did Madagascar. He did Madagascar, Monsters vs. Aliens, Shrek 2.
It's so yeah, animators, man. Like people who know how to animate or direct an animated movie. He did B movies.
And that's one thing I can absolutely say about this movie is it was really well animated too. Like it wasn't like
he did
it was
the voice.
poor animation either. It was it was basically like the movies we just mentioned, the Shrek movies, Madagascar. It was well animated.
It
No.
definitely was.
Now I had there was a conversation that was leaked about just how horribly the animators were treated during this movie, during the production of this movie. They were just like subjected to like horrible conditions, horrible hours, no overtime, and just like a horrible deadline, and so without any reparation for it. So they wouldn't get any compensation or anything for it. I mean,
Really?
yeah. So they would just like be working like these long hours, having to do this deadline. Seth Rogen and his crew claimed they didn't really know too much about it, but apparently it's just, I don't know. Apparently it's an industry thing though. It's not just from this movie. It's apparently it's a bad industry thing.
What, that animators get treated like dog shit?
Yeah. Yeah. Here and
I'm actually surprised on that because that.
Say that again, Jordan. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
You're just far away.
Oh, am I? All right. Well,
here
you
this
guys
one
talk.
is Washington Post saying that the host party was good, but the animation news site Cartoon Brew published a Q&A with the directors, and subject of an anonymous fast animators were compiled viewing conditions working on the film. Some of the animators were uncredited during the film as well too. Though no one's going to speak on record apparently for failure that it might hurt their opportunities, but this is all just kind of secondhand material or anonymous leaks that were coming to the internet as well too. That's really rough, man. To work that long on a movie and not get any credit for it in the credits, that's rough.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Yeah,
That is
so
pretty shitty.
so it says aside from harsh working restrictions, being blacklisted is a very real concern. Which is again, but they don't want to out anybody because there's no union there.
Oh, there's not?
No, the animators don't have a union. They're pretty much just kept in the basement and
Well, I mean, and rightfully so, those bastards. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, the same reason why Andy Serkis will never get a Best Actor nomination, because it's not real, right?
Yeah, I guess so. That's rough because a lot of the work that he's done has been amazing.
It has. Well, we could ramble on about how amazing these jokes are and stuff, but of course we got to get into our recommends. So I'm interested to see what you guys have to feel about it. So Ed, since you just saw it tonight, do you recommend Sausage Party, Ed?
Absolutely. I mean, I think the best way to go about seeing this, and I would say like with your buddies as a guy, maybe not necessarily 100% in theaters, but if you've got some of that Jamaican oregano with your buddies, go ahead and light some of that up and then watch the movie at home. But
Nice reference.
yeah, I think this movie's hilarious. I think it might be the greatest stoner movie since Half Baked. In terms of like its jokes and its innuendos, and a lot of those jokes you have to think about. I did find myself being the only one laughing in the theater at points when I saw it. Granted, it wasn't like at peak time. There were, I think, let's see, one, two, there may be 10 other people in the theater when I saw it, but I did find myself being the only one catching some of those jokes. So you got to sort of be into it to see that. But yeah, absolutely, I recommend this movie.
All right, Eric, do you recommend Sausage Party?
I recommend it that you got to see it. I mean, I'm not in a rush to go see it again, and if it's like, I just don't feel like if it's on TV. Maybe if it's on TV, I'll watch it or something else like that, or if someone has it on. Yeah, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch this movie again. But it was funny. I had a lot of laugh out loud moments. I was entertained front to back from it, But again, it was just sheer ridiculousness. I think after I saw it, I texted you guys and just like that was a what the fuck movie. Like
Yes.
just kind of
Yes.
just you didn't know what to expect, and then I came out and just like well I didn't expect any of that. It's
No.
so I mean it came out on that promise. No matter how you see it, whether I don't care how you see it, whether it's theaters or at home or whatever. Like I'm not gonna say one way or the other. I just say that yeah, it's one of those movies where you watch it once, you may forget the jokes a week later, but it was still entertaining to watch. I would say
Mm-hmm.
watch it just because, again, it's kind of new, fresh material, and yeah, I thought I thought it was entertaining. So yeah, why the hell not?
I am teetering on recommend or don't recommend, and the reason because I don't think it's a very good movie. I mean, if you want to go through that aspect, the story's not very good. It's just a bunch of fart jokes and stoner jokes, which I guess is really, really great. So, but I would argue though that there is great stoner movies, hence Pineapple Express. So, is this anything on par with that? For me, I guess I have to give this a recommend. I think it's funny. I think if you are a mature adult, you need to see this. Other than that, don't bring your kids to the theater like I saw. Just don't do that. It's something you should not bring your kids to go see. Am I right? I mean, come on.
Well, no,
They sh-
definitely. I feel that this movie would be perfect for when you're on the airplane and there's nothing else to watch.
Absolutely. If uh, or if Eric, Ed, and Jordan get completely fucking stoned and decide to go to see Sausage Party.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I think like if you're like in college or high school, then this movie is for you.
Yes, absolutely. So if I was 10 years younger, I would be like, the greatest movie ever. That would be 19. So, but no, yeah, I enjoyed it. So it was fun. But Eric and Ed, thank you so much for joining me for this episode. We have a couple episodes coming up. We're deciding fans on which one we want to do right now. But of course, we'll be back as soon as possible when we get onto our next one. Also, make sure to check us out on movieguyspodcast.com for not only this episode, but you can check out our reviews of Suicide Squad, Star Trek, and also Star Wars The Force Awakens from almost a year ago. And also check out our written reviews. We have game reviews and everything else. And before I end the show, did you guys see the full costume get up with the new Pennywise for it?
No, I didn't see the Pennywise. I saw the gang of losers or whatever the hell they're called.
Oh, yeah. They yesterday, BloodyDisgusting.com released the full costume guy and makeup as Pennywise.
Let me look that up.
So it's pretty badass. So while you're looking it up, make sure to check us out on Twitter, check us out on Facebook, and also check us out again at movieguyspodcast.com. On behalf of Eric and Ed, this is Jordan. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.
Later.
Bye.